Neil was there. Neil was the first one to find him, but he didn't know it was Connor. Did you?
No, first.
He was at Leanne's house. That's his eldest sister, and they heard somebody shouting for help, and Neil went to help somebody, and until Connor said Dad, he didn't even realise it was him.
I was in the room by myself, and I remember I was sitting on the windowsill, and I remember touching the CD player, and my whole clothes just went up in flames, where I was sitting on the windowsill. So I just jumped out the top window, and I tried the back door, and the door was open, and I remember running through in the kitchen, and the person I was with had a basin of water, and he just chucked it over us, and I just remember running in the back garden, and then I remember seeing my dad, and I was just screaming, "Dad, help!"
On the day it happened, the fire crews that called out, when they returned, the mood was really black. There was really, a lot of sort of long faces. People were shocked. These were, mums and dads, and people who had families, and people who lived in the area. People maybe knew of them as well, and they came back and they were just really sort of quite shocked. I think a once in a lifetime, fire call happened that day.
I was seeing my life's ruined. I remember screaming that at my sister, and I was looking at my hand, and the skin was hanging through my hand, and I could see the bones in my fingers, and it was like wax just pouring through my fingers, and it was just dripping onto the floor. And then I can't remember anything after that until I woke up in hospital. I had kidney failure, my lung collapsed, I had a duodenal ulcer, I got an infection in my right leg, and they told us that I was going to have to be amputated if the infection wasn't gone by the end of the week.
Connor has found inner strength to not only survive mentally and physically, but to make sure his story is told. During the past 4 years, he has been travelling around the country talking to children of all ages about the dangers of messing around with fire and showing them the consequences.
Connor first got involved basically because his mum said he had to, I think. And then when he came along, he had a look at the camera that we might be using, and we wanted to make a DVD to go to schools. And then once we made the DVD, and it was really, quite, thought-provoking, we asked if we would be involved with one-to-one work with young children, with, teenagers that were maybe doing the same sort of thing, were messing around with fire and at risk. And then once he thought, I could probably do that, and he did, and he was great. And then we would say, well, how about if you do a large group? And oh, well, I don't know if I can. Well, of course you can. And he just really started, snowballing in his talents and his skills and his confidence.
I admire Connor every single day, every day of our lives. He's one of the most amazing kids you'll ever meet. He's achieved more than most people would ever in the whole lifetime. And I love him to bits.